So I've been away for a few weeks because I was moving to a different city, so it took me a while to be able to record again. So I thought maybe we start with checking what's going on in your energy. Alright, so we have, as always, 3 piles. Well, sometimes we have 2 piles, but today we have 3 piles. I saw there's some new subscribers, so thank you for being here. So let's see. For pile number 1, we have new perspective. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. For pile number 2, we have karmic lesson. There are karmic lessons in relationships that need to be learned. And for pile number 3, we have uncovered truth. Uncovered evidence will change your view on things. Hope you can see it well. All right, so take a moment to center yourself, to choose which pile speaks to you the most, and I'll see you there. So if you chose pile number 1, with new perspective, someone helps you see things from a new perspective. Right off the bat, this card reminds me of a quote from The Little Prince, the book, and it goes like this: those who pass by us do not go alone, they do not leave us alone, they leave a little of themselves, they take a little of us. And it is a bit that vibe, right? We can always learn something from anyone, and we can always teach something to someone as well. Does it make sense to you? I think that if we are in a student mindset, we can always learn, right? So let's take some other cards. Let's see what comes out. Yeah, this is a new setup. I think it makes a bit of noise, but well, learning and evolving. Let's get an oracle card. Okay. We have Iron Rod with karma, autonomy, life direction, and fate. Okay, so already here we have the goddess of reincarnation, goddess of the moon and the stars, and the message of this card, it says, you have been bestowed the magical insight with a depth of purity. We all have a karmic journey to endure and follow. It's learning the lessons and having a greater understanding of the wheel of fate. Actually, in Welsh mythology, Iron Rod means a silver wheel. That's how you see here, the silver wheel. So, a greater understanding of the wheel of fate that has come with us in this incarnation. Take control of your karmic journey. Reconcile your past so your future does not repeat the same challenges and crises. Create a life cycle that is more in sync with your desired outcome. So already here we can see a connection between new perspective and life direction. So maybe now you've gotten to a higher point than any other you've been on before in your life, and you have a different perspective, and you can see all the different cities that are below, and you can see the different roads you can take, and you can see different horizons and how far you want to travel and where you want to travel through, right? Which kind of experiences you would like to have, what's the desired outcome. It's as if now you are coming into this place of power where you can decide what the next steps are going to be. Perhaps up till now you've been flowing through life, you've been cruising through life, and now you can actually take a leadership approach, let's say, take a leadership role in your own life, right? Be in charge, let's say, be on top of your own fate instead of letting things happening to you. You understand that they are happening for you, and you understand how you can leverage them to get where you want to get. It's about claiming your power, right? It can also be about life cycles, since she is the goddess of the moon, of the stars, of reincarnation, right? We are talking about cycles here, we have karma. So it can be as well about creating a life cycle that spins in sync with your destiny. You know, maybe you are coming back into alignment with what you should be doing to fulfill your mission, right? It's about, okay, perhaps now your karma debts, they are paid, or you have reached some kind of new level and you are ready to pursue your own fate, your own dreams, right? Maybe you have freed yourself from a cycle and you are about to start a new one where you are feeling more empowered and where you can actually feel like you take control of your own life and of your own future as well. Okay, we have number 19 with luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So as we were saying, it does seem like things are starting to open up. Even here, we see the light at the very end, right? So it definitely feels like you are reaching a new phase, a new level of your life, where you are stepping up, and right now you are in command of it. You are ready to be who you are meant to be in this lifetime. That's the energy that this reading is giving so far. Let's see with tarot what comes out. Things here. Have a bit more space. Oh. Clearly I just moved. For pile number 1, what can you show us? What can you show us for pile number 1? We have the 4 of Pentacles reversed, the 7 of Pentacles, and the World. So right off the bat, even before going any further on this, I would say that it's still the vibe of you've reached the point where you have released control. You are doing what you can do. So you know how there's this image of the different circles of control, which is, okay, this is what I can directly have an impact on. This is what's outside of my control, and I just have to trust, right? I do my work. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be, right? But we can't try and control everything. Otherwise, we are just creating blocks. So I think that you have released control. You are focusing on yourself. You are focusing on the things where you can actually have an impact and you can create a difference. And that is what has led you here to this, to closing this cycle and to finding a new perspective. Because when we close a new cycle, when we close a cycle, we also automatically start a new one, right? There's no void. We can't stay in limbo, let's say. So I think this is the energy we have here. Let's see if we can get a few more cards. If this is what's going on for you, pile number one, it's amazing. I mean, you are definitely starting a new phase of your life. We have Six of Pentacles. So you are definitely in a balanced position, feeling balanced. Oh, these are a lot of cards, but okay, let's go. We have the Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, and Four of Cups reversed. Let me just make sure everything is showing on the video. Almost. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I like how these three cards came up first, showing what cycle you have closed, what cycle you have ended, and how now you start at the threshold of a new chapter, right? And how we have this card, which means cycles and being in charge of your own being a co-creator of your own reality, right? And understanding the timing of things and releasing these old narratives to have new perspectives. And now we have this set of cards to show your new cycle. And here we start already with Six of Pentacles, which shows that balance has been restored. So whatever karma could be keeping you from what you have to do, or creating some blocks, or still teaching you some lessons in your life, we feel that now this new cycle, it starts with balance being restored. So you are now feeling this energy of reciprocal energy exchange, right? Giving and receiving fairly, and that's both emotionally and materially. With the Knight of Wands, we can see that your passion, your vitality, they have been renewed. So even if this previous cycle has wore you down, it's being renewed. You are getting this new infusion of energy, right? To guide you forward. It's like you are ready to act on inspiration again. You are being guided through your intuition and not through your fear, which could have been the case before. And in doing so, in taking inspired action, in respecting the balance of all things, in understanding the dynamics, the intrinsic dynamics of giving and take, of the universal laws, that's making your Wheel of Fortune. And it's interesting how here we have the silver wheel and here we have the Wheel of Fortune, showing that the universe is turning in your favor because you are aligned with your own timing. So big shifts, they are definitely possible, right? This is echoing the Aryan Rod. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing this name wrong. I'll have to search on Google how to. But the Wheel of Fortune is really just an echo of what we see on this card, which is, yes, it's a new big shift that is happening. It's a new big cycle that is starting, and you are the one leading it. You are not a victim to this cycle. It's not something that is falling on you. You are actually starting. You are actually jump starting this new cycle, basically, with this new energy that you have now. And the Three of Cups, it's a card of joy, of connection, community, celebration. So now that you are in this new energy, you'll also start attracting people who celebrate you, in the sense of people who are genuinely happy for you. Or perhaps these people were already in your life and they were already rooting for you all along, knowing your potential, right? And if that's not the case, this is also about, okay, this new vibe will attract this tribe that you have, but up till now you had not met yet. And we finish here with the Four of Cups reversed. So here the Four of Cups reversed, it really speaks about this emotional reawakening, coming out of introspection, because perhaps this previous cycle you've ended, it demanded a lot of you, right? And introspection, it's very important, and it's always called for, right? So right now it shows that you are ready to come out of introspection and to start re-engaging with life. It's as if you are open to new opportunities, to new experiences in your life. So if you chose pile number 1, I would say, first of all, congratulations, because you did finish a major cycle. That's quite impressive. But it's okay, you've closed an old self-limiting cycle and you've stepped into one that it's freer, more open-hearted, and that is truly aligned with your genuine flow, with your mission, with where you're meant to be, what you're supposed to be doing. It's a transition, let's say, from a control and closed mindset to movement, to expansion, to emotional reconnection, right? I think here, this is just the last message I'm feeling called to say, pile number 1, because this luck card isn't here by chance. But I think that by letting go of control, which in itself is a huge learning, it's not easy, and most of us struggle with it, but by letting go of control, you have created space for divine timing to unfold naturally, in flow. And when you do that, things happen even faster than what you were expecting. And now life is starting to respond to that, is starting to become a reflection of that. And that's where this luck card comes in. What people sometimes say, oh, he's lucky, she's lucky, they just got luck. No, this is actually a reflex of all the hard work you've put in. This is your merit, right? We call it luck, but there's a reason for it. It's not accidental. It's life responding to you in kindness, with opportunities, with movement, with joy, with luck. That's all it is. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead, because you've put in the work. Therefore, you will see the results, basically. Alright, pile number 1, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. And if you could like, that would be amazing. And I'm glad to be back. I'll start posting again more often. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye. Hello, so if you chose pile number 2, welcome back. You got the card, you chose the card, karmic lesson. Already there. With any karmic lesson you got, is not that you got it, is not an accident, is that you chose it, to clear it, to learn something from it, to repay something, or to have something repaid in this lifetime. Words are important. So you chose the card karmic lesson, right? And karmic lessons in relationships that need to be learned. So sometimes this is about learning about self-control, or boundaries, or detachment, or not controlling the other, or repetition of patterns, or about how we communicate and our authentic expression. It's also about our own responsibility and the role we play in these karmic lessons, right? Because just because it's something karmic, we don't have to be victims of it. It's happening for us to learn, for us to clear something with some other soul, right? Sometimes they are really just a mirror for us. Other times, it's really just about balancing out this connection in regards to something that happened in some other lifetime. And this is my personal opinion, but it's really not that important to go and find out what happened in a past life, because there's a reason why we don't remember. Otherwise we would remember if it was to be important, right? And it's about doing it without knowing why. It's about coming from your own essence in order to be authentic. It can be about forgiveness and releasing as well. The balance of giving and receiving, right? It can also be about timing and divine cycles as well, about accepting that some relationships are temporary teachers, not lifelong companions. And sometimes that's a tough one to learn. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing because of personal experience. Okay, that's a tough one. And sometimes, and bottom line, I would say, trusting that what's meant for you will return in a healthy way if it has to return, and that would be in divine time, and that would be with a renewed and transmuted energy. Does it make sense? So without further ado, let's start your reading. Let's see what cards we get. Oh, we have the Mists of Avalon. So this is number 15, and it has boundary, which is one of the topics we spoke about. It has enchantment, transformation, and illusion. And just quickly, the message of this card is: the mists of enchantment are guardians of hidden realms and doorways to mysterious secret places. Be awakened to the call of destiny. You are enchanted with the potential of what your life could look like, with a renewed appreciation of life. Listen to your inner voice. You have the magic inside you to manifest joy, success, and satisfaction. So this kind of relates a little bit with what we were speaking before about the renewed energy, about trusting that what's meant for you will return in divine timing and renewed, right? And this is a bit the same vibe that we have here with the Mists of Avalon, which is understanding what's an illusion, what is, from the reality we are perceiving, what is actually real and what is actually a projection, right? It's about transformation that is happening. It's about the boundaries that we set as well. And here with enchantment, perhaps it's about also letting this enchantment begin, allowing ourselves to believe that it's possible for things to change, that it's possible that the lesson has been learned, that things can be transmuted, they can be changed, right? Sometimes, let me get this right, sometimes the vision of, for example, I don't know if you can see the little mountain there. Sometimes the vision of what is possible, it's already created in our mind. It already exists in the 5D, let's say. We already have everything to manifest on the 3D, but our fears, our insecurities, they start creating this mist that you can see here, right? And mist is a combination of water and air, so it's our thoughts and it's our emotions that start to create these illusions that actually keep us from what could be otherwise so easily manifested. It's as if you could be limiting yourself due to old belief systems. So maybe there was a karmic lesson that you have learned, or maybe most basic example, someone is coming around again and you are already imagining how it will be based on fears and insecurities, right? Maybe you are already trying to protect yourself. But is this real? Are you keeping yourself from believing that it could be different? And here you see she has her open arms. She's parting the mist. So she's being able to cut through the illusion to go where she wants to go. She's making this choice because it's her will to do so. Not because she's trying to create an illusion of happiness and security. I think this could also be about a change in perception and lifting the illusions, letting go of self-doubt. Let's get an oracle card, see what comes out. We have love, number 17, says love, oh sorry, it fell on the ground. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. And here we have mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. And here we have a little mountain as well, which I think maybe it's an island, but it does look like a mountain as well. Well, should be Avalon, I guess. But it's also about knowing that you are divinely protected and that you are being guided through this transition. This reminds me a bit the Six of Swords card as well. So let's see. Let's find some space here for tarot. Just make sure it all fits. Oh, it's not. Sorry, it was not focused. Well, we were talking about mist and illusion, and the whole image was blurred, so make up what you want out of it. I'm kidding. Let's check tarot. What's going on with pile number 2? What's going on with pile number 2? Justice. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. What else is going on with pile number 2? These are a lot of cards. Okay. Seven of Swords reversed. Makes sense. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Anything else? Page of Wands reversed. Anything else for pile number 2? Okay. High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Star. Okay. Let's get into it. So the tarot, it starts with justice, right? And karmic, I know we tend to see karmic lessons in a negative light, but it's actually something very positive. We either learn through love or we learn through fear and pain. Not fear, I don't know why I said fear there. Well, I know why, and I'll get to it later, but we either learn through love or we learn through pain, right? And that's where karmic comes in, which is karma helps us balance out things in the bigger scheme of our existences, right? And so justice can be seen as karma in motion, balancing the scales, right? It's about fairness, it's about accountability. So I think here it shows that you are already reaching an equilibrium after imbalance. So it's like truth is being seen. You are parting the mist. The Seven of Swords reversed, it shows exactly that. It's the moment where you decide to cut through the mist. It's the self-awareness that is starting to emerge. It's the hidden motives, it's the illusions, it's the self-deception that is being revealed. It can also mean, take it as it resonates, someone is coming forward with honesty after past avoidance, okay? After being in this energy of Four of Pentacles, of holding on, because there is still some energetic attachment or fear of loss. If you don't resonate with the other person narrative, this can also be a last thread of this karmic energy needing to be released. It's still the part of you that resists change or fears vulnerability, let's say. And here with this Page of Wands reversed is showing a misdirection of energy, is showing a stagnation. So it can show immaturity in communication or a pattern of impulsive action that's actually no longer serving you or the lesson or this connection, if it's the case for you. And these two cards, I remember they came out together. So I think it's a warning, it's a message, for you to be cautious, not to let this fear that is still present, as small as it is, right? Fear, sometimes it's very little, but it plays with our shadows and it makes itself look bigger than what it actually is. So it's as if this fear could still create some chaos with misguided words, with misguided energy, right? just trying to fire in all directions rather than having a clear path ahead. Because if you think about a fear, he can't see the island there, he can't see the mountain ahead, he only sees all the mist around, so he doesn't know where to direct the energy to, right? It's afraid. So it just misfires everywhere, or just tries to fire everywhere. And so be also careful that this fear is not actually repressing your capacity to believe in something that you don't see yet. Because here we see that hope is temporarily clouded. Perhaps you are not allowing yourself to be enchanted, to believe there is possible. Maybe you are doubting that healing or that renewal is possible, that transmuting the energy of this lesson into Dharma is possible. However, right after we have Queen of Swords. So I think that you are starting to rediscover faith after whatever has happened, whatever is the reason for the initial creation of this mist. Because Queen of Swords is clarity, is detachment, is the boundaries, right? That we see here, boundaries as well. So you have learned discernment. You have learned, perhaps in your logical mind, that you can love, but from a position of self-respect, which is the boundary. From your logical mind, perhaps you feel that, perhaps you think that the karmic lesson has been learned. You have behaved the way that is more coherent with you and your higher self. But perhaps on the emotion side, you are still feeling this fear. You are still holding yourself back to protect yourself, right? And here the Two of Cups, it shows reconnection, it shows balanced partnership. And I think it echoes what I was talking about in the beginning, which is this can be a reconciliation with the same person with whom you had a lesson to learn, but in a new energetic form. Or it can also mean attracting a new connection that reflects the lesson that has been learned. Either way, whatever suits you, whatever makes sense to you, this is healed love. Love surrounds all of your connections, old or new. So move forward positively in all areas of your life. And the Eight of Pentacles reversed is about letting go of the need to fix or overwork in a relationship. This shows the lesson that has been learned, that love flows naturally when both sides are willing to grow. This is the release of forcing an outcome. This is the release of going in circles and circles and circles, trying to force things, and instead just letting go and just not driving but sailing off in a new direction, right? It's about understanding that each person can only give 50. It's not that one can give 100 and the other 0, right? You can ever only do your 50%. I'm not talking about those days when you get home tired and obviously you give 20 and the other person gives 80, but the following day is different and you give 80 and they give 20. I'm talking when you keep on giving and giving till you run yourself empty and they just keep on receiving, or vice versa. If you just know how to receive, you only know how to receive, and they keep on giving and giving, and eventually they have nothing else to give. So at the end of the day, it should be 50-50, right? And we finished the reading here with the High Priestess. So we know already High Priestess is connected to trust, to inner wisdom. So I think that internally, intuitively, you already know if this karmic cycle has been completed and what to do next. And the answers, they will always come from within, not from external validation. I think that as a final message, you can trust that you are being protected. You can trust that once karma is transmuted, once the lesson is understood, all of that energy, all of that knowledge is not erased, but it's elevated. This means that the connection, new or old, okay, but the way you connect to the other part, it can re-enter a new vibration. It can enter a new vibration, right? If both people are on the same level, in case it's a past connection, if the other person has also done their work. Otherwise, you will attract someone who is on your level. I think that if it has to do with a past lover, and if they are not on the same level, the connection will just dissolve peacefully, because you don't have to stay stuck waiting for someone who didn't feel like putting in the work, right? Here the lesson becomes to move forward and to know that someone who is on your level will come into your life, a new love that reflects that healing that you've been making. Overall, pile number 2, here the key transformation you are going through, it feels to be from attachment and delusion to discernment and unconditional love with yourself. Alright, pile number 2, this is what I have for you today. I hope it helped you, and let me know in the comments. I'm also now starting to film more videos, so I can start posting them more regularly again. Let me know in the comments what you think, and it would be great if you could like the video as well. And I wish you a lovely week ahead. Bye bye. Alright, so if you chose pile number 3 with uncovered truth, uncovered evidence will change your view on things. Let's see already which oracle card comes for you. Okay, a bunch fell on the floor. One oracle card for pile number 3, please. Thank you. And we have the Chalice Hill, Yin and Yang, Wellness, Balance, Faith, number 9. So the message from Chalice Hill is this chalice is a holder of connection to spirit and essence of life, and is asking you to drink from this. So it says to let your feelings flow and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Be open to receiving and enjoying the flow of life. In the past, you've had to restrain your emotional responses to get over life's hurdles. Now, it's time to integrate your feminine and masculine energies and find balance. Allow your vulnerability to transform you and manifest inspirational new opportunities. So this card is about integrating your spiritual life with your physical life. Your masculine side with your feminine side. This is about wisdom, it's about rebirth, right? This is usually a call for balance. Perhaps during this time, we also have the moon here. So during this time, pay more attention to your dreams. Be aware of those subtle signs and synchronicities around you. Maybe there is some kind of truth that is coming your way, and you are being asked to be in a centered space, to be in a calm space, to have your vibration high enough so that you can receive the message. The message will be some kind of portal for you to become truly whole. And to be in flow of the things that have to happen in your life. Exactly. We have number 36. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And for you, I didn't get for the other piles, but there's something here. I'm gonna get as well one of these cards. Ancient calling is the expression coming to my mind for some reason. Get one card, please. And cards for panel 2. Okay, they're coming out in lumps. One card, please. We have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Which resonates here with the wellness and faith and balance keywords, and being open to new possibilities in all areas of your lifetime. So it's about being courageous enough to walk through this portal to seeing the truth. I'm gonna get tarot soon, but so far I think that if you chose this pile, you are being asked to connect with nature, to recenter yourself, to understand that you hold already the wisdom that you need, that you have to be balanced, that your vibration has to be high, that you have to allow both masculine and feminine energies to be integrated, both the spiritual world and the physical world, because it's all one, it's all together, as much as sometimes we try to differentiate and to separate things, right? And to understand that all of this knowledge will always come from within, because you already have it within yourself. So trust your path, even if it doesn't seem the most logical one. Trust, know that you are protected. Be open to the new possibilities in all areas of your life. The feeling is as if you are on the verge of a new level of unlocking more knowledge, right? And that all comes from your inner wisdom, your inner intuition, your yin and yang being balanced. Let's get tarot to see what comes out. What can you show us for pile number 3? Five of Wands reversed, the Hanged Man reversed. Anything else? The Fool reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, the Empress reversed. Okay, just make sure everything fits. Almost. So here, with Uncovered Truth, it's as if a revelation is approaching. It's a lifting of the veil energy. It's something that will change how you see yourself and your journey. And as I mentioned before, I was hearing the expression ancient calling, right? And that points out to ancestral or soul lineage wisdom. And that's why I got this oracle, actually, to see which message would come out. But it's as if this soul lineage wisdom is awakening within you. It's as if you are being told, here we trust your path. You've done this before, this path of trusting, of balance, of creation. It's about bringing down the divine, your higher self knowledge into your human experience. It's about remembering that faith isn't passive. It's an active, embodied choice to walk forward without proof. The little man here, maybe I'm not so sure you could see it well. The little man there, the little woman, whoever it is, the little human there, it seems like they are in a desert and they can't really tell if this is a mirage or not, right? But they are walking forward, they are putting in the effort, they are going towards it. They are trusting their path because they know they are being supported. So here with the chalice hill, the moon, the fact that she's the one holding the chalice, I think that you are awakening to higher purpose through balance and truth. You are moving beyond fear into aligned conscious action. And the World card in tarot, it signifies the end of a cycle, the start of a new one, right? If one ends, automatically a new one begins. You can't stay in limbo, you can't stay in the void, let's say. Something is always there. And it's about being open to a brand new and really a good cycle to start in your life that will affect all areas of your life. When it comes to the tarot, we see that all cards are reversed. And just to clarify before we go into each one, this is quite significant, and this does not indicate failure, it does not indicate something bad, let's say. Instead, they are pointing to internal transformation before external expression. They are pointing more to inner integration, to reflection, to the resistance that is now ready to be released. We start with the Five of Wands reversed, right? So this is already a desire for peace, a desire to reach this peaceful scenery. You are no longer fighting external battles. You are no longer needing to prove yourself to someone. The internal conflict is resolving. With the Hangman reversed, you are being asked to release control and to see from a higher vantage. It's as if you have learned so much, but you are still clinging to an old perception. It's a resistance that's still hanging and is not allowing you to fully surrender, basically. And perhaps that's where this ancient calling is coming from, which is just let go. We're gonna be here to catch you. Trust your path. What would you do if you knew you were being supported? Because right now you are hesitating to take the leap. You are showing fear of the unknown. You are mistrusting your own readiness. But what would you do if you knew you would be supported? Trust your path. The message is very clear here. You can't see the net until you jump, but it's there for you. And here with the Three of Swords reverse, it shows healing, deep heart space healing. So I think in the context of your reading, this is old pain and possibly from past lifetimes that is clearing. This is about forgiveness, and not just self-forgiveness, but also of others. And to forgive sometimes is enough to open a lot of new doors for us, because it restores faith in love and in connection and in ourselves, that we are capable of dealing with whatever has happened to us. With the Nine of Wands, this is about letting down the guard. This is about exhaustion as well. Perhaps you've been in survival mode for too long. So you are being encouraged to rest, to realign, to recalibrate, to have faith that the struggle you have been through is ending, that a new cycle is about to start, and for it to start, you just have to trust your path, to know that you are supported, to focus on your inner healing, on your wellness, on your faith, on your balance, on integrating the spiritual and the physical in your daily life, and allowing yourself to be in a state of flow so that the messages can come to you. Here the Empress reversed is calling you to nurture yourself. It actually mirrors the Chalice Hill card. It's about the need to rebalance your inner feminine, perhaps your inner masculine, because we were talking about the integration of masculine and feminine, right? And perhaps you've been in this struggle mode, this fighting mode of I have to go, I have to do, I have to, very much on the physical, right? And maybe it's your feminine side that needs attention at the moment. Learning to receive again, to trust life's abundance again. Do you see the difference between both? Perhaps it's where you are at and where you are being called to be. it's every moment. This is a new cycle, right? And to fully start it, to ignite it, it's about balancing the doing and the being, right? Truth and faith, the masculine and the feminine. Because you are really stepping into your soul aligned chapter. That's very clear. It's a brand new chapter in your book, and it's soul aligned, and it's you being the central point and being in balance as well. But it starts with action and with wanting to move forward. Pile number 3 is very special today. I'm gonna get just a healing message. You got 2 more oracles than the others. Not fair. But well, no kidding. Maybe you also need it more than the others. We never know. Me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So it is about bringing the focus back to you, to your alignment, to your own harmony, to listen to yourself at every step of the way. I'm feeling called to take another one. We have the path of light, so trust your path, and make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally, which I think it sums up things very nicely. We have wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here, now, knowing beauty is to come. Again, what would you do if you knew you'd be supported? I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. I mentioned small steps, one step at a time. Here we have a step at a time. Here we have small steps. So it really is about infusing this new energy into every little action of your day-to-day life. Open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. So be open to receive. As you can see here, it's already within your reach. It's already with you, but you have to decide to open up to it. All right, pile number 3. Let me know in the comments if it was helpful. I will record a few more videos to make sure I keep on uploading again in a more consistent way. So it would mean the world if you could like and give me your opinion. Basically, it's always appreciated. Okay, I wish you a lovely week ahead, and trust your path. Give it a try this week. At every moment, just have a little reminder to yourself on how you want to be, and which kind of actions you want to take, and what kind of words you want to say, and what kind of content you want to watch. All of those little things, they have a huge impact by the end of the day. All right, have a good one. Bye bye.